Namaskar. I hope you all are doing well. I welcome you all in our today's a very important session of political theory, which is the meaning of approaches. As you know that in our political science course, we have got so many approaches which we have to discuss, we have to study, like traditional approach we have, modern approach or behavioral approach, post behavioral approach. So first we are supposed to know that what is the meaning of approach. Okay, many times I have seen that students talk about the traditional approach or post behavioral approach, but they don't know what is approach, what is it all about. So I will be making the concept clear for you all, and I'll also discuss with you that if I talk about the approach, so what are the examples are there. So let's start today's session. I request you all to please pay attention because today's session is very much important but not lengthy, as I said earlier. So what is the meaning of approach? Many times we get confused if we come across word like approach. See, simply if I ask you, अगर मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ कि approach का मतलब क्या है, होता है ना जब आप कहीं जाना चाहते हैं, कुछ चीज अचीव करना चाहते हैं, तो हम बोलते हैं कि यार क्या अप्रोच लगाओगे, आपकी क्या अप्रोच होगी, मतलब कुछ अचीव करने के लिए आपकी वो स्ट्रेटेजी. सिंपल वर्ड अप्रोच. अब इट सेज in the context of political science or any academic discipline, an approach refers to the specific methods, strategies, theories, and perspectives used to study, analyze political phenomena. It encompasses the overall framework or lens through which scholars examine political behavior, institutions, processes, and policies. Different approaches can shape the kinds of questions researchers ask, the methods they use to gather and analyze the data, and the interpretations they make of their findings. So I'm not going into this, typical lines. I would make it very much clear, very much, I would say, feasible for you people. I will just let you know the concept behind the approach. What is the approach? तो देखिए जैसे यहाँ लिखा भी है, जब मैंने अभी आपको डिस्कशन में पहले बताया है कि अगर आप कुछ अचीव करना चाहते हैं, आपने कुछ ऑब्जेक्टिव सेट किए हैं, आपका कुछ गोल है, आपकी कुछ आपकी कुछ लेट्स से देयर आर समथिंग व्हिच यू वांट टू अचीव, बट ऐसा थोड़ी है कि वो सिंपली यू कैन अचीव दोस थिंग्स, बट यू विल हैव टू अडॉप्ट अ प्रॉपर स्ट्रेटेजी. एक रणनीति आपको तैयार करनी पड़ेगी, एक तरीका होगा, एक प्रॉपर वे होगा, स्पेसिफिक एक रूट होगा, तभी आपको वो चीज एक्वायर होगी, अकम्प्लिश होगी. तो सीधी सी बात है, एज आई सेड द अप्रोच रेफर्स टू द स्पेसिफिक मेथड, स्ट्रेटजीज, थियरीज एंड पर्सपेक्टिव यूज्ड टू स्टडी एंड एनालाइज द पॉलिटिकल फेनोमेना. अब पॉलिटिकल साइंस जो हमारा डिसिप्लिन है, जो हमारा कोर्स है, उसके अंतर्गत बहुत सारे हमारे यू नो आई वुड से दैट टास्क हैं, या जैसे हम कहते हैं कि वी आल्सो हैव टू एनालाइज द पॉलिटिकल फेनोमेना, या फिर उसको स्टडी करना है, हमारे कुछ पर्सपेक्टिव्स हैं, उसको भी हमें अचीव करना है, या हमने कुछ पॉलिसीज बनाई है. हाउ विल बी, कह लीजिए, हाउ विल बी इन पोजीशन टू एग्जीक्यूट दोस पॉलिसी, हाउ विल बी एबल टू इवेल्युएट दोस पॉलिसी. तो ऐसा ही नहीं वो कि सिंपली हम उठे और जस्ट वी स्टार्ट रनिंग टुवर्ड्स दैट और टुवर्ड्स द गोल. उसके लिए हमें प्रॉपर स्टडीज अपनानी है, एक प्रॉपर वे होना है, तो वही अप्रोच होता है. आपको अगर हम सिंपल भाषा में इसको एक्सप्लेन करें तो इफ आई से कि व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ अप्रोच इन पॉलिटिकल साइंस, तो इन सिंपल वर्ड अप्रोच मींस, देखिए ध्यान से सुनिएगा, अप्रोच मीन, दीज आर माय ओन लाइंस, अप्रोच मींस, या अप्रोच इज द वे थ्रू व्हिच we can achieve our goal or achieve our targets or set objectives. You can also say that, in other words, you can also say that approach is the strategy or method or way to accomplish someone, to execute something, to achieve something, to accomplish something. Are you getting my point? So I hope now approach, what is it approach, what is it all about, or what is approach, what is the meaning of approach, what do you mean by the term if I say approach, especially in political science. So I hope I have made it very much clear for you people. If anyone asks you what is the meaning of approach, please do not forget. Uh, I think the question is very much important, but it is not lengthy. If you know the meaning of approach, if you know the what exactly approach is, then you will be in position to describe various approaches, like I would say uh, traditional approach, or let's say modern approach, or behavioral approach, or post behavioral approach. Okay, now we will be looking at some I would say looking at some example of approaches in political science. There are so many approaches: behavioral approaches, institutional approaches, comparative or critical or normative. So let's say, for example, if I say behavioral approaches, एक चीज मैं यहाँ पर क्लियर करना चाहूंगा कि when I use the term behavioral in वैसे तो you know that it means, if I talk about the behavioral, it means we study the behavior of the individual. In psychology, the word which is used to study the behavior of people, that is behavior. Or in political science, if I talk about the political science, it means behavioral. So if anyone asks you the term which is used to study the behavior of the human in political science, behavioral, or if I say psychology, so we use the word, yeah, we use the term behavior. These are the two different terms in both the places, like in our political science field or in a psychology field. We study the behavior of the people, individual, but the terms are different from each other. In political science, that is political science, that is behavioral approach, yeah, behavioral. Or in psychology, it is behavior or behavior approach. Now it is all about the behavior of the individual. We have to study the behavior of the institution. We have to study the behavior of the people, and only then we, you know, are in position. Yeah, it becomes possible for us to achieve our goal, or to execute the things. Unless and until we study the behavior of the people, so we cannot achieve anything. It is very much important. We study the behavior of the people, and then we make the strategy according to that, and then the things get accomplished. Now, second one is institutional approach. As you know that, as I said earlier, if I talk about the behavior, we also have to understand the behavior of institutional. Different institutions are there. If I say in the field of political science, we have governments की body की मैं बात करूँ तो legislature, judiciary, executive, and governments and central level, state level, and local level. So we have to study the behavior of all these institutions. Next one is comparative approach. So simply comparative approach talk about the comparison, या कह लीजिएगा कि if I compare my political scenario with the political scenario of some other country, it means I'm talking about the comparative approach. We compare the thing, we compare the politics of different countries simply, so it is called comparative approach. Now if I talk about the critical approach, it means that we are talking about something that is challenging, or it has got the capacity of creativity, imagination, power, critical thinking. You have got the ability of reasoning, problem solving. Are you getting my point? So in this approach, basically critical thinking is developed, or critical thinking is enhanced. So that is known as a critical approach. Now if I talk about the normative approach, normative approach is also an approach of, I would say, yeah, one another example of political science, which talks about the basically philosophical kind of thing. It has got the philosophical principles. It has got the, I would say, values. It has got ethics. It talks about the philosophical base. So यहाँ पर अगर कोई, if anyone asks you what is normative approach, so you would say that it has got the yeah, it is based on philosophical background, yeah, philosophical principles. So various approaches are used to accomplish the task or execute the policy, or in order to get the things done. So simply बात है, it depends about the nature of the task. According to them, we adopt the approach, and we get the thing executed, or we get the thing accomplished. So I hope you all would have understood the concept of approach, because before we proceed towards our traditional, or let's say historical, or philosophical, or let's say behavioral or post behavioral approach, so first of all we are supposed to know what is approach. Yeah, what is the meaning of approach? So what is it all about? We all are aware of the contents which we have discussed today, and I hope the session would have been very much interesting for you people, and hope you will keep on enjoying the further session. So this way we come to the end of our today's session, and thank you very much for having me. And in case if you face any problem or any confusion is there, you can get in touch with me. I will help you out. There is no problem at all. I'm always ready to help you out. But the main thing is that please, 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 please keep on striving for the best output. Thank you. Thank you very much. And have a nice day. See you again in our next session of political theory.